much more stable. That it don't
And that's the lie I tell you what makes it.
No, I'm saying, I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question.
Answer you the question.
Yeah, and I'm not that way.
Okay, so it's a child that grows up in a stable home. That is not stable. Meaning, if they grow up in a single parent's home, where there's stability, meaning the parents are not coming in and out of their life, where the parents is providing them with all their basic and they're meeting their psychological development stages, a child is most likely to develop more than a school. And also when there's chaos.
I can understand. What I'm saying is that what I'm saying is hold on. I don't agree, but what I'm saying is that when people who came up on a 50-year marriage, or on a 50-year marriage, we're just raising a different question. Emotions are high. Marriage because the man cheated. I can understand why they did that. That's all I'm just trying to say. That's all I'm just trying to say. I'm not trying to say that, I don't think that is stupid. Because of their children. That is not what it is. I'm not saying your wife holds a man, what I say, it's bullshit. What do you mean? What do you mean? That's control. No, not just control. You have like irregularity of emotions. Your emotions are low. Your woman hug another man. You go. That's the question I have. that affects person in a good way or a bad way, right? Before you know, in anything you're doing, not just anything, even your decision making, you realize that subconsciously you are seeing how it will affect you. If it will affect the person positively, or before you know, your plans are not necessarily around the person per se, you get me? But then the person is involved one way or the other, right?
Consciously or unconsciously.
That's the thing. You even do it unconsciously. It's just like now, there was one video I saw one time. And this guy said, he was saying something. He wouldn't believe what he's doing. I saw it on TikTok. He said he's outside his girlfriend's house. He has flowers. He has a teddy. He has something for her. It's not her birthday. It's not an occasion. But he just saw it and then he just felt like she would like it. No, in his previous relationship, he used to tell his babe, that all this is an occasion and all, he's not that kind of man. You understand? He doesn't this. And to be honest, he said it that he actually felt like he loved that his girlfriend, like he did love her, right? But then look at him today doing something that he didn't even know that he could. He didn't know that he could. He didn't even know that. Look at him outside. That he's outside the girl's house. He's questioning himself. He didn't even know he was that he loved him because nobody told him you have to do these things, right? The girl didn't say, oh, to get my attention, to treat me as a princess, you have to do this. No. He's just waking up every day and constantly looking for ways to put smiles on your partner's face. Yeah, like not just her, like the guy, the girl. Yeah. So for me, those are acts of service, and it doesn't just mean like him getting her stuff and all that. No.
So the cases where, this is a question, the cases where the man is under, maybe he's not having the money, I just finds himself doing things like that. Just randomly just buying stuff, to slightly just complain about something in the conversation, and you find ways to do it just to make sure. Now, vice versa, you know that this woman really loves you, but that thing is not happening. Like, she's not the, let me just get something for my man, let me just, something like this for you, or, you know what, there's no element of surprise, there's no, it's not like the kitchen is almost like,
Okay, so I'll tell you this. I don't know how many people will share this opinion. But for me, to be honest, as a woman, that thing is both ways. It's both ways. Nobody goes out, a woman is doing something, and she sees something and I I swear to God, she bites it. See, the same way a man sees stuff, right? But you see, women are very funny beings. No, not jokes. Women are very funny beings. A woman sees something that will fit a man, she bites. Yeah, she'll do it. Yes, ma'am. No, when was that? It's 2 minutes. Then before yesterday, which side of this one? Jason. No, I've never seen this one. I've never seen me and somebody passing out, girl or boy. Nobody ever kissed with me. Or do I not like gist? Do I not have gist?
I see many people now.
Which people? The other day, the first thing people were singing and praising God. Maybe we'll have people in the joint meeting that sing. Can you imagine? When two of us don't even people, two of us. The only time me and Jason have spoken 2 times actually is when I'm kind of overshadowing him most time. Jason, I'm going to start a charity. Introducing a new way to glow from the brand trusted by millions. Carrot brightens your skin tone while Shea Butter deeply moisturizes. Feel the softness, see the bright glow. Glow brighter every day, the natural way. New extract carrot plus Shea Butter for soft, bright, glowing skin.
This is not just water. It's your beauty pageant. A member of your tribe. Your biggest cheerleader.
you can really yeah. So this is just personal. This is just personal. Keep your inside it until you get inside it. You as a married person here now, I can already marry you. See how the process. If you tell me your money comes to straight, you have to protect you in the marriage. I said marriage.
And when he started dating my sister, right, I see patterns of their messages that goes back and forth, back and forth. I'll read it. God forgive me. Oh God. Big Mac, I'm so sorry. But I've called you a princess before. When I saw it, I was like, oh my God, this is a job of me, no? When I saw the messages when I saw it at first, I'm like, this is a message to my parents. This is a job of me. Then it makes sense, right? When I started reading, I was like, why is this thing sounding familiar? And then my sister just said it like passive. Just because is that why does it concern me? When I heard that, I was like, yo, it concerns you. It concerns you and how you treat him. In fact, that should be your number one concern. Yes.
Because it's a scar.
Yeah. And then I kept telling her, I like to process, right? So I will not be the one that will type, I'll take her phone and type messages. I will show her. She'll not be like, this thing will be like, maybe this is myself. I just want to save my life. I'll not be like, you see this person you're talking to. See all this rubbish you're saying. It's not the person's business. The person just wants reassurance in a certain way. And then, because they've made men seem weak to ask for it, they go through other ways to ask for it.
I don't know. I would have not been recording everything. Thank you. I avoid buying clothes.
Yes.
Anything will cost me to press. What is happening?
You see, I talk enough.
You see, yeah, it's on. But I'll leave it on this new one.
See, it doesn't even look too long.
No, it's not. I just want to.
Yeah, just make it, yeah.
Cost to presentation. Someone will say people always do to you when they say this. At least this one will hear my voice. Anything kitchen, I'm very happy. Like the admin thing we did, I was so happy. I felt seen.
Yeah.
But for the first time, people were like, so something like I'm like, wow. Wow. Ladies, I can't wait for Indomie. Or Cocoa Puffs or Kellogg's. Let me chop Kellogg's.
There's kind of downstairs.
No, like their own.
Oh, okay. Let's see what we're doing with them.
Those ones I know I would like it because it involves food. But any other strengths, all this thing, I dey respect una wey get strength, but I no get. It's just the truth. I don't think my body system is.
Made for all that.
Yeah, I'm not that
Everybody's
strong.
different, and that's why
No
we're
matter
all
how
here.
much I
So
touch
that
myself,
you get
This is Big Brother. Housemates. You have 1 hour before your weekly presentation.
let me
like
go.
what done and make up funny enough.
Yes, let me go and be learning my thing.
You have to do it in the garden because these people will not keep quiet in their
No,
noise.
I'm not saying it out.
No, like for you to even concentrate, or they're enjoying themselves.
They should start getting ready.
No, they should not now. They will see shake it.
As a
Shake a banza.
Banza.
This sound, they always scare me. son. Yeah, but you've not eaten up to now.
I'm going on now.
You've showered though, right?
Yeah.
How did they even bring down all these things? Oh wow. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophy last I lay down. I'll clean. Huh? Yeah, it seems like a long time. I've done my makeup. Everything is looking shiny. I'll clean. Sorry. To the old rugged cross. And it's changing someday for a crown. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross.
I'll push you out. Really don't make count since one. They can do. Yeah. I will come here. Bro. So it's not improving and improving. Not improve. I like that. Not improve. Nice one. What's this course? Yeah, start. Not improve. I like that. Start, bro. No worry, please.
Who put this in here? Who put this here? Ha, ha, ha. Who put this here? Oh, Jesus. Hey. I'm stumped. I'm stumped. I'm stumped. Oh. You sound lost. I'm stumped.
15 minutes before your waiting presentation.
Very. I've been shaving. Fine. So, when it comes to your book, obviously, I know that it was
I don't make up
Shiny
videos.
pants and shiny shoes.
I don't like the fact I'm doing that.
Fala is a moderator now.
Anyway, that's something I'm talking about.
I want to have the evening, I don't worry, I know it's
But you still look very good. Last week I said they say that outfit is shiny. Did you release your stomach or what?
see,
You want to see me there again?
I like this. Coloring. You know.
That's why I didn't say we're about to give them something to work.
Like that. Everybody. So I told her, I told Ivy to go and meet her to try to talk to Ivy. And Ivy agreed. So I told Ivy to see if she gets something to give her or talk to her about it. I don't know, like places she wants to go. I speak to her too because I don't know, it's like she doesn't understand things straight. So I have to discuss with people like the guys, discuss with the fellow guys about who can give them stuff. She's not doing it. She wants to see that that's all she has, that's all she has. She's like the only one I'll be going for pain. I talked to her, let me just see. I spoke to her. Yeah, like she's a very material person, so I don't know. Like I saw the guys asking each other for something to make it work, but she's not trying to make it work. She told us about a black dress. I asked her really like it, but she can't find it. So Ivy is slim like her, so I've asked her. I've asked her to speak to her.
Number one. I tell you for this house. You want to collect number one for this house. But I tell you, they can only be number one.
I can't wait to see you on your afro.
Hey, no, because we are really want to try them. Let's have because
There's a way for me.
just listen to who's called my church there.
Just be nice to you for a few days. Yes, I don't know. Like now we are all in sync, black and white. I like that. I will go and see. Don't worry, I will go and see. I will recommend you even going since this house. No, I will go and see. But you saw I was trying to be very nice. I was coming to very respectfully and friendly. Lost and good. Okay. No, but you look nice. No, but I don't even wear the rocket. Not the one black you say you want.
Who has that voice right in there?
Do you have a waistcoat? No, you look good. Why can't they say that? You didn't say white reflection thing that you cannot wear white. Yeah, it's loud. Let's have black. You have black.
And you don't have to wear has to be big because this one's a flare.
No, I might not be saying that black. Why look like I'm consistent to the regulators that I'm trying to catch up with.
Okay? That's it.
Yeah, someone just leaves me there. It's true. No, No, I'm not yesterday. Somebody said, what's your black and white? Oh, you know, black and white.
No, what I mean by black and white is white t-shirt, black.
I know.
That's what I mean.
Oh, I'm not going to stand over. Let go pay me. Someone my swelling never reduce finish. That broski. I better go. Culture. I think Gamboski now. You stay where we never finish.
What's the word?
Gamboski.
It's coming. Let me try.
What is this one time? I look at
Let me
practice.
try something. Like,
I look at country want to do people without
Don't hear my look good.
I'm going to tell you what's your
I'm really there. Is this tell me your eyes, is this white or off white?
Right.
I hope they don't have issue with you.
Can you just carry out your blazer? In case at any point they tell you about your white, you just throw the blazer. Do you say the blazer is shiny, shiny?
I didn't want to use it.
Like, okay, you've not worn it before. No.
It's the same as the pants of this world. It's everywhere.
Yeah, that's what she was not waiting for the ball. Our sexy baby, Ivor Church. Actually, it's still color combination. The complexion to our auntie that wore pink and does not want to wear her hair. Because she does not want to wear anybody. She wore Ivy skirts.
She told me since now that she's going to wear pink. I didn't bother answering her because you don't have from day one. Me and her have had issues.
Yeah.
I don't want to make it look like
No, yes, she also has
so I let her be.
We're going to wear everything. I don't want my own. Okay, we're going to take it.
I carried it though, just in case. If I let me put it under my suit now that you've told me, because I forgot that.
She was looking very strange for me. This is the first time I'm taking it off. If this was
You can put it at the back of your skirt.
if this was an
pants.
individual cast, but don't we because they know these people don't they wear their things.
Yeah.
That's strange to them. And so I believe they're crazy
Hostess.
made that move, my confidence loops and shatters expectations, leaving no room for half measures. So stand tall, go ahead, take that bold step, and own the moment. Because true confidence is not about seeking validation, it's about validating yourself and knowing that you're I am a confident lost woman. Be confident, lost woman.
What makes Checkers custard unique to you?
Honestly, I'll show you.
Checkers custard is the heart of our home. Creamy and ready in minutes. The easiest way to bring my family together.
For me, it's the great taste, massively top quality.
Because custard is so smooth and nutritious, my lifesaver. Quick, convenient, and always tasty. Checkers. Now that's custard. Start with the gentle cleanse, finish with the nourish skin, powered by extra 7 vitamins. Because my skin deep hydration that lasts and shows. Rough skin, at night, wrinkles, X7 skincare cleans out your skin cells and brings out your visible aura. Skip the glow, wash up. Your skin the clear it truly deserves. You say.
Two queens of the kitchen who will be crowned the ultimate gem.
Nobody saw that. My trusted helper.
This body supplying time to offend more. The secret weapon goes insane.
Chocolate tomato sauce, the taste you deserve. Introducing a new way to glow from the brand trusted by millions. Carrot brightens your skin tone while shea butter deeply moisturizes. Feel the softness, see the bright glow. Glow brighter every day, the natural way. New extract carrot plus shea butter for soft, bright, glowing skin.
You've won it before.
What next? Just the change. full package in total. We'll see now. We'll see. I will see you guys in the. I can't put it right now. Send me a notification.
Yeah. They're always coming to me when I'm doing something and I know myself. I just have honest advice. I don't know if my house is causing the something.
We're taking it outside. We'll take it outside. Thank you. See me on that mosquito. That mosquito. See that thing actually fuck you. I'll give it to you. We can't keep them prepared. I'll give it inside. We are now right now. Calling. Carry on.
Salty.
Sultana.
People should stop going left and right. Please give me my pen. I want to use my pen. They're able to get this. Come here, first.
I wonder.
This is Big Brother. Will all housemates prepare to move to the arena? housemates move to the arena immediately. Kindly settle down. Welcome to your weekly weighting presentation. This week's theme is fitness check, and your tool: organize an informed debate on which diet is healthier, plant-based or meat-based. For this reason, the house was divided into two teams, and both teams were given resource materials to prepare you for this moment. Is this so? This debate will have 4 parts. Part 1 is your introduction. You will have 3 minutes to introduce your topics. Next will be your main arguments. Each team will be given 8 minutes in this part. The third part is for rebuttals. 5 minutes per team. Finally, you will each have 3 minutes for your closing statements. Do you understand?
Yes, big brother.
Plant-based team. Are you ready? meat-based team.
Yes, big brother.
Are you ready?
Yes, big brother. I'm next.
Let's begin with your opening statements. Meat-based team,
Yes, big brother.
the stage is yours. Your 3 minutes will begin at the ding of the bell.
Because we gotta introduce ourselves.
At the sound of the buzzer, don't forget. Good day, big brother. Warm greetings, ladies and gentlemen, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, co-debaters, and viewers from all over the world. My name is Bright Morgan, and I'm here representing Team Meat-Based Diet, along with my partners in line.
Big so.
Thank you. In the theme of the week, as fitness check, my team and I have put together a resounding and educative presentation. We are here to support the motion that a meat-based diet is healthier than a plant-based diet. You see, we will enlighten you on some benefits of a meat-based diet, okay? We will also be enlightening you on the performance and the importance of a meat-based diet. Why a meat-based diet can provide essential nutrients that may be lacking in a plant-based diet. Let's get started.
Thank you. Before we get to the key points, let's break down some key terms in this presentation. What is a meat-based diet? A meat-based diet are meals where the primary source of meat is gotten from protein. Meat can be classified into two, white or red meat, or lean and unlean meat. Lean meat is meat gotten from areas of animals that have minimal fat, while non-lean meat is meat gotten from areas of animals that are rich in fat. Examples of red meat are beef, lamb, and pork. Examples of white meat are chicken, turkey, and duck. Now that we have explained the key terms of our upcoming debate, let us get into our key points. Thank you.
Okay. Start. Should I start? The meat of the red meat provides essential nutrients like iron, zinc, B-complex vitamins, calcium, vitamin D, and vitamin
Kindly return to seats.
Okay, sorry.
Team plant-based diets. It is time for your opening statements.
Best team for Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Good day, audience. Good day, big brother. My name is Ayomide Jason James, also known as Jason J. Now to my fitness family. Fitness is not just all about looking good and going to the gym. It also involves a lot of dietary choices, a lot of health implications, and lifestyle changes, which in turns impacts our environment.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Standing on all existing protocols, my name is Ayomide, and today we will be taking you on a journey about how healthy whole foods and plant-based diets can be. I'm pretty sure that there will be many facts that will surprise you about plant-based diets. My fellow teammates and I have done extensive research to support and prove the validity of how healthy a whole food plant-based diet is, pertaining to ethical consideration, meal plans, environmental impact, and health benefits of reducing meat consumptions. Adopting a whole food plant-based diet can reduce the risk of chronic illnesses like cancer, Alzheimer's, and even diabetes. Plant-based diets can also help reducing the demand for meat, can also help overbreeding and animal cruelty. It's also very important that we know that plant-based diets is very high in fiber, nutrients like vitamin B12, iron, fats, and oil. On the topic of ethical consideration, plant-based diets has a small environmental footprint. That means adopting it would reduce greenhouse gas emissions, water consumptions, and land use factory farming. Not only did we provide so many facts about plant-based diets, we are also going to be providing tools in order to incorporate them into your daily lives. Thank you.
Still standing on existing protocol, my name is Giftedkitchen, popularly known as Dede, and I'm here to clear up some misconceptions. But first, what is a plant-based diet? A plant-based diet is not a set diet. That is to say that it does not have a universal definition. It is a lifestyle. A lifestyle that is inclusive of two-third plant and one-third lean meat. Shocked? I said that. Meat inclusive. But it is an umbrella term. It is an umbrella term that is inclusive of other diets such as vegetarian and vegan. Now, what is a vegan diet? A vegan diet is a diet that excludes meat and poultry products. I like to call them the byproducts, such as the eggs, honey, and cheese. Now, under vegetarian is exclusive of meat, but inclusive of their byproducts, such as the eggs, cheese, and honey. Plant-based diets are not exclusive of meat.
Thank you.
Meat-based diets. It is time for your main arguments.
Now let's get to the meat of the matter. Red meat provides essential nutrients like iron, zinc, B-complex vitamins, calcium, vitamin D, and vitamin B12. And that is why plant-based diet varies greatly depending on the extent to which animal products are added in the diet, that is, meat. especially meats grown in environments as close as possible to their natural habitat. In essence, we are focusing on meats that are organically bred in local farms and not chemically processed meats. Let's get to dietary iron. It is associated with cognitive development and functioning in children and young adults. It is found in two forms, heme and non-heme iron, but we are focusing on the heme content of red meat as it is 10-fold greater than white meat like chicken. Here with me I have a sample of hemoglobin, and it has 4 heme carriers. Each heme carrier can carry 4 iron molecules against a plant-based diet where it only carries 1 iron molecule. Again, dietary iron is predominant as it has the greatest availability in animal products. While dairy products and fish are the most common source of vitamin B12, do you know that red meat provides 91% of the recommended daily intake of vitamin B12 from a cooked serving of 85 grams? This brings us to the importance of having a digital scale in our home, because just as your diet is important, taking these nutrients in moderation is also very important. Back to vitamin B12, it is so important that lack of it puts individuals at risk of developing megaloblastic anemia and neurologic diseases. Red meat is important in cell growth and formation of bone, and fortification of the immune system. And that is because it contains 45 to 62% zinc, as well as other nutrients like 52% selenium, 21% phosphorus, 31 to 36% niacin, 31% vitamin B12, 13 to 15% riboflavin, and 12 to 27% zinc. Therefore, red meat in general, provides essential nutrients.
Muscles are primarily made out of protein. If you're active, in other words, have an active lifestyle, and you want to grow your muscle mass and keep fit, you need a great amount of protein in your diet. Have you ever heard of protein bars and protein shakes? If not, these are other protein intake options that are quick and easy to make and consume and to grab for on-the-go, go-about. But these give you benefits, but in order to get the physique that your body needs and the right muscle strength, you definitely need a meat-based diet. Protein-rich diets aid in the absorption of nutrients and are highly beneficial for the overall body, especially the muscles. They are also considered as essential building blocks and increase and repair your muscles. They create and make the body bigger, stronger, and leaner, and they are known and shown to reduce fat mass. Now tell me you don't like the sound of that, especially if you're looking to lose weight, get toned, and strengthen your muscles. Meat is and would always most likely be the one of the few proteins and protein sources that provide complete protein. I repeat, complete protein compared to plants. Eating meat for muscle growth would guarantee you a positive and satisfactory workout result, and once again it promotes muscle growth, maintenance, and repair. Thank you.
Meat consumption encourages weight loss. However, some people eliminate meat with the assumption that it only leads to gain. The truth is, protein offers a way to get full and stay full, resulting in less consumption. Dombrowski's and culture's physique are results of their dietary and fitness decisions.
Me, I know the gym, I dey eat wetin I want. Even if I dey gym, I dey chop wetin I like.
I, on the other hand, work out 5 to 6 times a week, but one thing I always do is prioritize my meat-based meals, which are examples of chicken, fish, and also eggs, to look as shredded as I look right now.
Thank you.
Nice one.
Advantage of eating meat is increased brain function. The neurons in our brain communicate through the proteins that we eat. Meaning, if you want to have a fit lifestyle, you need to be able to watch what you put into your body, from food to the things you drink. Just like my team member said earlier, the very powerful amino acids, also known as the building block of protein, offers the chemical message by the neurons to the brain. If you want to control how you feel, you do not expect to eat mainly carbs and not end up with a pot belly. And you cannot have a diet that is solely plant-based and not run the risk of having brain fog or a poor, fitness lifestyle. Concentration is important for everyday activities, and you guessed right, having a meat-filled diet can help with that. And also, there are two feel-good chemicals in your brain, dopamine and serotonin, who do the work of getting the chemical message that amino acids offer and activate them with the necessary amount of protein you need in your diet. Now, don't get me wrong, eating a protein-rich diet is not going to automatically eliminate stress and constantly increase your happiness level, but however, a balanced diet, a meat-based balanced diet, will decrease the effects of neurotransmitters like GABA that allows you to do your daily activities like exercising and to control how you feel throughout the day. Sleep is one of the most important aspects of life, and a high-protein diet allows you for better sleep, to be able to wake up in the morning and work out. Thank you.
In Nigeria, protein and red meat is usually seen as a reward for a big bowl of carbohydrates. This typically means tiny or inadequate portions of protein. This is what a balanced diet typically should look like. And from this picture here, we can see the ratio portion of protein to other classes of food on this plate. High consumption of protein helps with bone strength and also reduces the risk of diseases like osteoporosis, which is common in older adults. Take, for example, the older man in this picture. He's an osteoporosis patient. I'm sure we know one or two older people with bone weaknesses who find it hard to move around, to stand straight seamlessly. The presence of amino acid in protein, when paired with the hormone IGF-1, helps to build and strengthen the bones and muscles. Did you know that meat contains calcium, which is one of the most important minerals in bone formation and repairs? This is especially important for older people and developing children. So for the good of your bones, switch to a meat-based diet.
Animal proteins. Animal proteins are tasty and satisfying, which support positive mood and brain health. And also, the suggestion of meat-inclusive dietary protocols may offer suitable way to achieve lasting weight loss success. Let me remind you something. The groups monitoring diets that included animal proteins not only had a remarkable weight loss results and improvement, but they also appeared to have some of the best long-term success, which makes it a confirmation that a meat-based diet is a better option than a plant-based diet. Let me ask you a question. How do you know
Team plant-based.
Standing under existing protocols, my name is Ekwe Uchenna Tracy, and I'm here to buttress on the point made by my teammate who spoke earlier. As my teammate Dede said, plant-based diet is not just plants, but it's 2/3 plants and 1/3 animals. A plant-based diet involves healthy cooking methods and avoids highly processed foods, such as deep-fried vegetables, crackers, cookies, bacons, and sausages. The Health and Wellness Committees agree that diets emphasizing full whole ingredients and minimizing highly processed food is superior for our overall health and well-being, and plant-based diet does just that. What are the basic principles for a plant-based diet? Like we know, it focuses on plants, it limits animal products, it limits refined products like bacons and sausages, and it focuses on food quality, therefore promoting our local organic food source areas. So, when people think of plant-based diets, they mainly think it's just limited to leafy vegetables. Well, I'm here to give you a list of items for plant-based diets. So as you can see, we have the fruits. Next, please. Next, we have our vegetables, And we also have our starchy vegetables and our whole grains. We have our spices, herbs, and seasonings. We have our healthy fats and our condiments. We also have our legumes and our plant-based proteins like tofu, which is made from soya beans. We also have our unsweetened plant-based milks like coconut milk, almond milk, and cashew milk. And we have our seeds and our nuts. And then we also have recommended animal produce like eggs, beef, shrimps, chicken, and fish. And then here are the highly processed and unhealthy meals that we should avoid. We have the white bread, the burgers, the fries, the hot dogs, and the soda. Using a case study, we have a lady here named Isabella, 29 years old, who was suffering from overweight and acid reflux. But by sticking to the menu plan of a plant-based diet, you can see she has lost weight, reduced inflammation, and has a healthy gut. Here's an example of an extensive plant-based diet menu plan. As you can see, like I said, plant-based diet has a lot of varieties and extensive and can make you full. For example, for breakfast on Mondays, we have the oatmeal made with coconut milk topped with berries. On Thursday for dinner, we have grilled fish with roasted sweet potatoes and broccoli. And then on Sunday, for breakfast, you can have vegetable omelets made with eggs. So like I said, adopting a whole food plant-based diet benefits your health and can lower your risk and reduce symptoms of certain chronic diseases. One of the most well-known benefits of whole food plant-based diet is that the food plant-based diet you choose, adopting this way of eating is sure to boost your health. Thank you.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Farida Sultana Al-Hussein Ibrahim, and then just to add to what my colleague has said, when it comes to health benefits of plant-based diets, the benefits are endless. For more than 2 decades, it has been consistently proven that plant-based diets reduce the risk of cancer and other diseases. Plants have essential nutrients such as phytochemicals and antioxidants that boost your immune system. It can also neutralize toxins in the body so your immune system can function at its best. The nutrients in plant-based diets reduces inflammations. Inflammations can damage your body cells and your tissues. These nutrients can also protect you because it fights to remove tissues that causes diseases. Plants are high in fiber, which lowers your cholesterol and stabilizes your blood sugar and is very, very important for reducing cancer risks. Plant-based diets are not just limited to reducing cancer risks, but also heart diseases, strokes, diabetes. Studies have shown that people following a healthy plant-based diet may have a lower risk of heart diseases compared to meat eaters. High consumption of red and processed meat is linked to poor health outcome, including risk of stroke, type 2 diabetes, and various cancers. So if you love your health and then you have loved ones you care for, I'd advise that you switch to a plant-based diet.
Once again, standing on all existing protocol, my name is Joanna Josephine Jordan. I'm here to further buttress on the topic that says plant-based diet is more healthier than a meat-based diet, highlighting on the environmental impact of plant-based diet and its ethical considerations. At the end of this discussion, you'll be able to see why plant-based diet is more healthier than a meat-based diet. Animal livestock are mostly gotten from factory farm, and this has greatly impacted in the greenhouse gas emissions at large by 14.5% approximately speaking, and this has been statistically proven. All gas emissions can be gotten from cars, trucks, and so many other transportation thereby, but this does not exclude the gas emissions coming from animal livestock farming. A total global shift into plant-based dieting into your lifestyle, this could greatly reduce global gas greenhouse emissions by 70%. If you haven't known, meat production requires lots of water, meaning it's highly water intensive. And this has caused a lot of problems like the California fire that happened of recent. And that will also buttress on the fact that if I want to produce 1 kilogram of meat right now, it requires me 15,000 liters of water. Same goes to producing 1 kilogram of shrimp. It will require me about 3,515 liters of water, which I find very, very absurd. Which leads me to my next point. Meat production has constantly caused a lot of water pollution at large. And this has caused a lot of chemicals from feed crops and has led to pollution from water-based bodies. Majority of meat, dairies, and eggs are produced in farms, factories, where these animals are never really treated as animals, but more as machines. They have short lives, they never live a proper life, and they are usually miserable at the end of the day because they are either penned in cages or just kept in their pens. At the end of the day, we would like to say that if resources from animal factories like lands, water, and grains are being transferred to the population at large, we'll be solving global hunger by a lot of percentage. And finally, my discussion on industrial livestock farming has heavy reliance on antibiotics. And if we all know, this has a strong health imperfection on our lives because antibiotics has a strong resistance on the human body. Thank you very much, because with all this said, you should be able to know that there should be a predominantly more proportion to a plant-based diet than a meat-based diet. Thank you very much.
Housemates, it is time for your rebuttals. Team Meat-Based Diets.
No, give me the hard stuff. You won't come to go. Okay. Then where should we go? Don't worry. You got this.
Yes, sir. With all protocols duly observed, my name is Karikume for meat-based team. So, considering environmental impacts, animals' dung is a major source of fertilizer as manure for plants. How do plants get organic manure if not for animal dungs? Some plant-based diets feel that fats should be avoided, but do you know that when taken in moderation, like cholesterol, for instance, only available in animal foods, eating cholesterol from fatty foods or meats have benefits you can't get from plants, like evita sex hormone production, maintenance of anti-aging hormones, and a healthy cell membrane integrity.
Good day. All protocols duly observed. My name is Faith Adewale. My opponent made some amazing points. Unfortunately, there are a few plot lines we have missed. Refined grains, wheat, sugary drinks, and fruit juice. What do these all have in common? Well, I'll tell you. Although they make a core component of plant-based diets, they have a small shortcoming. It's because they are attached to nutrient deficiencies. I'll give you a good example. In my pocket here, I have a piece of goat meat, and I also have a cucumber here. After you go for a fitness session, spending hours in the gym, these two pieces of food weigh almost the same thing. But one piece of goat meat carries so much nutrient. In fact, it is so nutrient dense, it contains vitamin A, vitamin B12, so much, including creatinine. Vitamin A is important for eyesight, important for skin, and also important for thinking. Vitamin B12 is also important for digestion. Digestion is important because no matter how hard you work in the gym, if your food is not being digested, it doesn't matter. Vitamin D is another core component. What does vitamin D do? It helps in skin, it helps to break down melanin, and it also helps in health and restoration processes for calcium. Calcium is a core component of the bone. You can't lift weights if your bones are not strong. You can't move anything in the gym if your bones are not well healed. Honestly, I feel like we can end the conversation here, but I want to remind you of one of the core components of working out, creatine. Creatine is found in small amounts in the human body, but you can never find it in good amounts in plants. Plant-based diets are amazing. Like you said, they help with inflammatory disorders, they help prevent chronic diseases, but they have shortcomings. For example, creatine helps give bodybuilders a nice physique look. Look at Damboski over there. Creatine will help him come out shining. Also, it helps to reduce inflammation, it helps to reduce, in fact, it has also been aided and researched, and it shows us that it reduces the risk of heart attacks in athletes who work out. Now, my opponent made a brilliant point about greenhouse gases and ethics, and I agree with them. It is unfortunate to see how far meat can damage societies and economies. But I have to remind you, a large part of meat is not just eaten. I'll give you an example. In India, lots of people have cows. They don't eat this cow. In fact, India has the largest population of beef in the world. What happens is these cows are holy and are related to Hinduism. If you take that out and you focus just on meat that is made for eating, what do you realize? The minimum damage is substantial. But I have to remind you, in Africa, 60% of people live below the middle belt line in wealth. In fact, most Africans live on $2 per day. Now I want to ask you a question. If I have 10,000 naira and I want to buy enough food to work out and have great strength after, would I buy 10,000 naira worth of fruits and vegetables, or would I buy 10,000 naira worth of beef, meat, or red meat? I believe you know the answer to that. I don't have to convince you. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate
Wonderful! Jesus, somewhere out there, boy. Come on. Can we are not out there point you need it.
You may proceed.
Standing on all existing protocols, my name is Doris Okori. Before I dive into my rebuttal, I'd like to read a very short note to my co-colleagues here. Dear Meat, how are you doing? I heard you've been down with mad cow disease. Wishing you a quick recovery and don't forget to consume me like you have been doing since time immemorial. Love, Plant. Now, my colleague Faith said something very important where he said something about religion and in India. Perfect. I have Indian relatives. And whilst in India they do worship meat, but what do you think the people who worship meat eat? Plant. Okay? And then, the meat-based team have been pointing out the fact that plant is bad. He made an analogy with the cucumber and the chicken or goat meat. Very, very nice. But here's the thing though. Plant-based diet says not just how one. So yes, plant-based is inclusive. But what plant-based diet teaches is moderation, whereby you have 2/3 of plants and 1/3 of meat. Thelma darling, I absolutely love you. Well spoken. You are a talented scientist. Yes, the skin is absolutely amazing. Mixing a plant-based diet and vegan or vegetarianism, because whereas plant-based says eat plants and meat, and when I mean eat meat, I mean in small quantities but great quality, right? So aside of course what my colleagues have already mentioned, talking about how it supports your immune system, reduces inflammation, etc. I've never heard where anyone says consuming plants or consuming too much plants is bad. But for every time you hear about meat, it's mostly unhealthy, like the bacons, like the burgers, like the fries. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. I'm just here to standing on all existing protocol. My name is Ortega Eritomi, a trained chef, and I'm here just to clear up some things, right? First of all, Someone spoke about moderation. That is what we're fighting for. Moderation. Moderation enough to reclaim the lands that belong to the people. Moderation enough to give food to the hungry people. That is what we are looking for. Moderation. We're not excommunicating meat. We don't want to do that. Lean meat is good. You're a doctor, you know that. Lean meat is good. And you spoke about creatine. Why are you talking about fitness and bodybuilders? Those are two wrong things. Health is for everybody. Health is for the woman who's frying a car on the road. Health is for you. Health is for your driver. Health is for everybody. So we don't factor in creatine. We factor in useful nutrients gotten from plants. You drink herbs. Every time you're sick, we switch to herb-based medicines. You know that. You know the research being done on plants. So as much as plant nourishes your body, it is also a part of us. Plants have been there from the beginning. From creation, plants have been there. If we look around us, we're having too many natural disasters thanks to destruction of land made for plants. We have wildfires, we have droughts, all because we treat plants like our enemies. We, the team Plant-Based Diet, are here to clear this up. You spoke about fertilizer, cow dung being a source for fertilizer, but to shock you, it is not the major source for fertilizer. We do chemicals because it is actually safer. Now, we're fighting strongly with antibiotic resistance due to how our animals are being raised. Antibiotic resistance is prone to prevalence of new diseases. For every time you find meat, there's a disease that comes with it. Ebola, meat. Smallpox, swine flu. I can name a whole lot of things. But again, I'm not here to educate you. If you had done your research, you would understand that we're not talking about the vegan diet. We're talking about more of an inclusive diet. Remember, 2/3 plants, 1/3 meat. Lean meat, which is good. And you keep mentioning cows. Cows are not the only source of meat. We have goats, we have chickens, we have pork. So please, guys, thank you very much.
Again, finish you.
Enjoy a great creamy taste with Dano Full Cream and Dano Cool Cow Evaporated Milk. Try it and taste the Dano difference. Step right up for the journey of a lifetime with betting virtuals, where every bet is an adventure. Dive into your favorite Bet King Virtual Leagues, where you run the game. You're in complete control, with a massive prize pot waiting to be claimed. Your next bet qualifies you for the jackpot, when you can win and secure the bag. Test your skills and stand a chance to win a share of 7 million naira jackpots by placing bets on Bet King Virtuals. That feeling, that's Bet King.
How much can be better than that? Ooh, Pepsi. Now that's better. Don't make it mad. Make it tasty. Make it refreshing. Make it super, mega, extra spicy. Make it viral. That's now. Your meals better with Pepsi.
TerraQ or Rapjoy. Unleash taste.
When you choose Golden Penny Semovita, you eat with kings. Golden Penny Semovita remains my sweet's first choice because it is made from premium wheat and fortified with vitamins and minerals to provide a wholesome bowl food that is easy to mold, smooth to swallow, and pairs well with a variety of Nigerian soups. Choose Golden Penny Semovita, my soup's first choice.
Housemates, it is time for your closing statements. You may proceed.
That's why I have the poster. Yes. Today we embarked to establish that meat-based diet is healthier than plant-based diet. We presented 6 overarching health benefits of eating meat. 1, it provides nutrients. 2, it contains important vitamins. 3, it improves muscle strength. 4, it aids in bone strength. 5, brain function. And 6, meat consumption as means of losing weight.
Now the big question is, should we eat meat? The answer is obviously resounding yes. We should eat meat. With the findings brought to you by my teammates, it is said that meat is not just only great for your body, but it is incredibly essential for your health, well-being, and also pleasure sometimes. Now with this, we tell you, in the spirit of Fitness Check Week,
stay vitalized,
eat meat, work out, and achieve body balance.
Thank you.
I got it. Okay, you go first. Just be fast. We'll make it as fast as possible. Go ahead. Stop talking.
Starting in audio protocols, my name is Kara Diallo, known as Capable. A plant-based diet helps to maintain a healthy weight. Eating mostly plant-based diet helps to reduce diseases such as inflammation and also all types of cancer. All food plant-based diet is not necessarily a safe diet, but more of a healthy lifestyle, at which extent one can include an animal product in their diet. For example, we have eggs, we have fish, and also we have chicken. However, it is not mandatory, neither is it essential for someone who is on a plant-based diet to include animal products in their diet. Also, whole food plant-based diet focuses on consuming foods in their most natural forms, which excludes heavily processed foods that include certain unhealthy additives such as coloring and also preservatives that keeps meat in cans for a year or two, which is quite unhealthy for human consumption. Thank you.
Once again, good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gigi Jasmine. So are we actually saying you should only eat plants? Absolutely not. We're saying prioritize the fresh foods and lessen processed foods. What do we mean by that? Foods have to remain in their most natural form. That is, items with the fewest possible ingredients. This will help stimulate weight loss and improve your health. Speaking about weight loss, obesity. 31% of adults are overweight, while 42% of adults are obese. We spoke about the environment and how greenhouse gas emissions are very important. If you switch to a whole food plant-based diet, you can reduce those greenhouse gas emissions by 70%. You can reduce water usage by 50%, and you can definitely reduce land usage from factory farming, which is a very, very unsustainable method of farming, by a lot. We continue to say that we're not just saying you have to eat plants. Let us remind you, meat is included. Lean meat, most importantly. This will help drive the local economy and also reclaim a lot of health benefits. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I know we're all freezing, so I'll just get straight to it. Did you know that somewhere on our planet there is a doomsday storage where safely locked away from any worldwide disasters are every single seeds and plants that exist on our planet Earth? This storage is located in Reykjavik, Iceland. Just think about it. This goes to tell you how important was.
Housemates, well done. Head of house victory. Kindly review your team's performance.
Big brother, clarification, my team, or both?
Do you belong to two teams?
No, Big, I'm sorry, since I'm the head, so I thought like it's for it. But yeah, I think we did best. Yeah, I think we did well. On a scale from 1 to 10, I'll give it a 9. No. Say that again. No, it's okay.
Kindly return to your seats. Joanna. Kindly do the same.
I highly feel like my team has done an amazing job because we highlighted so much on inclusion, and I think that's what my opponent team is lacking, so I will give us a 10.
Housemates.
Yes, big brother.
Starting with your introductions. Team Meat-Based was able to use their 3 minutes to introduce each member of the team, while also clearly stating their position and outlining their main arguments. Team Plant-Based, on the other hand, started strong, but were unable to adequately make use of their time for outlining their main arguments. For your main arguments, Big Brother appreciates both teams' use of diagrams and models to buttress their points. However, Team Plant-Based spent most of their time making a case against meat instead of making a case for plants.
Exactly.
In spite of that, Tracy, you were magnificent.
Thank you. I just said that.
Thank you, Gigi.
Housemates,
Yes, big brother.
your rebuttals were interesting. Team Meat Bays did a remarkable job by giving specific rebuttals to some of their opponent's points. Team Plant-Based, on the other hand, made repetitive points about how plant-based diets are not synonymous with a vegetarian diet. Faith,
Yes, big brother.
you were brilliant.
Thank you, big brother.
Team Plant-Based. It also did not help that your point about mad cow disease is moot, considering how rare it is. In your closing arguments, both teams struggled to end the debate with a bang. However, Dan Boskid, you deserve some credits for speaking without a piece of paper in front of you.
I'm telling you.
Thank you, big brother. Thank you, big brother.
Honestly, the girl was losing voice. You have to come.
Housemates, the winning team is
Meat Bays.
Team Meat-Based Diets. Team Meat-Based Diets. Bonus points for looking the parts. Kindly settle down. Speaking of chickens, you have earned the rights to oversee the house shopping. You are also in charge of the kitchen. And kindly settle down. You are also in charge of the kitchen and food rationing for the week. Congratulations. Housemates, you may now leave the arena.
Congratulations to Team Meat-Based Diet. Wager one, I guess.